We'll be bringing home a new dwarf hamster soon, so today we're setting up the quarantine cage. Before starting, and just to make it clear, quarantining your new hamster is not a requirement. So if it's not something you do, please don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. Most hamster owners don't do this, and even we didn't do this for our first 11 years of hamster keeping. But it does have some useful benefits and might be worth your consideration. Our quarantine cage is a small 450 square inch bin cage. We use it to house hamsters that need additional observation and closer care. This may be because they are unwell, frail and elderly, or in this case for hamsters who are brand new to our family. For a new hamster, living in quarantine provides a few benefits. First, it allows us to monitor them for any sicknesses they may have brought from their previous home. Since new hamsters are often timid at first, it's not unusual for them to hide away for a few days, and this can lead to early symptoms going unnoticed. This can still happen in quarantine, but it's easier to avoid in this small setup than it would be in their larger, full-time enclosure. It's quite rare but possible for your hamster to come home with mites, and mites are a real pain in the backside to treat, because along with medication, it requires the entire enclosure to be stripped down, deep cleaned, sterilized, and for all the substrate to be thrown out. If this happens in the main enclosure, it can feel like an expensive waste. In a small quarantine cage, it won't feel as bad or be as big of a task, especially because you can set it up with items that are easy to clean or that you don't mind being thrown out if necessary. If you bring home a female hamster that was previously housed with others, it's possible she could be pregnant. Even if you're told she was only housed with other females, missexing can happen and males can accidentally be housed with a group of females. And if you don't know whether your hamster is male or female, you should also watch out for pregnancy. The gestation period for hamsters ranges from 16 to 22 days depending on the species. So it's important to monitor them for the entire gestation time and watch for symptoms. Litter care is easier and much safer in a small enclosure, and it's common practice to move pregnant hamsters into a smaller nursing cage anyway, so having her already housed in a suitable location will make life a lot easier for you and for her. If you do end up with a pregnant hamster and have no prior experience with pregnancy or litter care, you can find links below this video to some trustworthy resources and forums that will help you. Quarantine also makes the early stages of taming much easier. Hamsters are at their most timid and reluctant to interact right at the start of the taming process. In a larger enclosure, they have more opportunities to avoid humans altogether. In a small setup, you have more opportunities to show them that you're not a threat and to earn their trust. Your hamster doesn't have to enjoy being handled or become tame enough to be a lap pet, but they do need to be tame enough that you can pick them up without being bitten or without frightening them. It's essential for if they ever need medical treatment in the future. Just remember to give your hamster a few days to settle in after moving before you start the taming process. The length of time you quarantine for will be case by case, but for a healthy hamster, 3 to 4 weeks is usually enough time. After quarantine, a healthy, confident hamster can be safely moved into their full-time enclosure. So now that our quarantine cage is all set up, all it needs is a new resident. And what a lucky coincidence, we just so happen to have one. If you want to meet this new little guy properly, you're going to have to tune into our next video. But thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you found it interesting and helpful, and I will see you guys very soon.